There we go.
Oh, oh, we're so live right now, dude. Zoinks. Zoinks, we're feeling
And
live.
unfortunately, it does not look like we are streaming to Twitter right now,
Hmm. What about
given
your
that
Twitter?
my Twitter does not have its blue check mark right now. So if you're wanting to watch this on Twitter, it's not going to be on there.
Too
And it
bad.
probably doesn't matter because most of our viewers on Twitter are not even from Missouri. Um, so the
Yeah, kind of
primary
just a
happened.
quick update episode. I'm coming to you from the Frisco Highline Trail right now. I've just moved to the living situation, so kind of trying to figure out my studio still. But we wanted to talk about the local elections that happened most recently.
Yeah, the primary happened yesterday, if anybody was wondering. And trying to find our results. And here we go. Yeah, we're super unprepared for this a little bit. But here's our results from the official state of Missouri. So Josh Hawley continues to be our senator, it looks like, with
Love that.
600. Yeah, I love that. Yeah. He had 606,000 votes. Carla, it looks like the person running up against him was Lucas Kuntz, whoever that is. But
Well, it looked like Lucas Kuntz got a seat in the Senate. Maybe did he
it did
not?
it. I didn't. I didn't. I think I thought that the other election for the other senator was not until November.
Oh, okay. I thought that's good to hear because Lucas Kuntz, he sucks. I saw him speak at Earth Day as like the antidote to Josh Hawley, and he's just like, "I'm a veteran, but I'm a stupid liberal, and vote for me."
And
But he
of
tried to.
course, the Libertarian only got like 2,000 votes.
Yeah.
Now, we had a lot of people running this year for governor from the Democratic and the Republican Party. It was a close race between Mike Kehoe, John Ashcroft, and Bill Eigel. I was personally hoping Bill Eigel would make it, but unfortunately, Mike Kehoe, which not unfortunately, Mike seems like a good person and he seems like a good leader.
I
Mike,
don't really know anything about him. Like honestly, I thought it was between Ashcroft and Eigel. Like I didn't even know who Mike Kehoe was.
I thought that too, but I guess more people just liked Mike more. I'm just
Yes, I didn't even
assuming.
see signs for him or anything.
He's got the same like beliefs as Bill, except he's a lot less like extreme in them, like shout it from the rooftops, you know. But it's on his website. He's got the same kind of stuff. I don't know. The main thing is that nobody really liked Ashcroft, so
Well, that's not true. Gavin Morrow endorsed him, but
yeah, but he's a rhino, and I don't think we should be supporting him. Bill
I mean
Eigel,
that was a concern. I really don't know enough about Ashcroft to legitimately call him a rhino. Bill Eigel definitely seemed more independent. Like Ashcroft seems more like he's been involved in politics. I think, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see what's up with Keyhole. Who was it formerly? Mike Parsons or whatever,
Mike Parson, I believe.
right?
Um,
Who was
Another
like
interesting thing that I see here is that Crystal Quaid was the leader of the Democratic side. She was doing pretty good in the election. She did not beat any of them, even by a long shot. She actually beat John Ashcroft, so people like her more than John Ashcroft. But now this is a little bit interesting too. The lieutenant governor, the official lieutenant governor, is going to be a Democrat this time around. Richard Brown, the Democratic Party, won by 231,000 votes. So that's going to be weird. We're going to have Mike Kehoe, a conservative, as the governor, but Richard Brown as the lieutenant governor. So I don't know how that's going to work,
I
but
was just looking at it, and Mike Kehoe is currently the lieutenant governor. So whenever he switches over to the governor, that seems like that Democrat will take his position.
that's probably why that he got a lot of votes is because he was the lieutenant governor.
Right. It makes more sense now. It's did he win or did he just win to be the front runner? Because it's still saying Mike Parsons is the governor right now, but
Because he still is the governor, they don't get sworn in until later on.
okay. I wonder
Yeah,
what
no people that are voted for get sworn in immediately. I can't remember when it is. I think it's January. It might be January 6th. I'm not sure that just everybody gets sworn in, but
that would make sense, I guess.
I'm not sure. Not January 6th. What was the date that the inauguration happens? I'm pretty sure that's when everybody gets sworn in.
Well, I mean, that was January 6th, right? That's why the Capitol riot.
No, January 6th was when they were counting the votes and confirming them in the Senate.
Okay. Who else we got on there?
Secretary of State. Now we've been following this girl for a while, Valentina Gomez. I wanted to bring this up because I saw this during the election night, but Valentina seemed to have held a predator catch party, I guess. But let me see. Valentina for SOS. Here she is. Now she made an announcement saying that she was going to be holding a predator catch party on election day instead of a victory party, which I had no idea what that meant. But I guess we found out, and it looks like Alex Rawson set up a predator to meet her, and she caught him or something.
Hey, good to meet you. Nice to meet you. Finally. Pleasure. Are you ready to do the stuff we talked about?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did we talk about?
We go in the room.
Yeah, we're going in there. Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Yeah. You ready? What do you think you're going to be doing in there? Tell me
This is
everything.
a fucking
Come on, before we go in there.
politician.
Let's enjoy
No,
the
she's not.
sunlight over here.
She's literally not. She just knows how to be social media famous. We shouldn't even be talking about her. She's a joke.
Yeah, I just thought this was interesting because I've never seen a person running for candidacy do something like this. At least in
It's a
Missouri.
publicity stunt. I feel like every election cycle, there's some outlier that people know about because of social media or some kind of stunt like that.
Yeah. Well, they got him arrested though, which is insanely good. But
yeah, that is good actually.
Um,
I don't want a first generation Cuban immigrant that can't speak English hardly to represent me in the state of Missouri. No thanks.
Oh, I agree. But it looks like our Secretary of State is not going to be Valentina. Obviously, she barely got any votes. I think she got like the second to least votes in this election. Our Secretary of State will be, looks like it is going to be Denny Hoskins of the Republican Party.
Nice.
The person that was super close to beating him was Barbara Pfeiffer of the Democratic Party. Now our state treasurer is also going to be, it looks like it is also going to be a Democrat this time. Mark Osmak, which doesn't really, I guess is whatever, I mean, it's a state treasurer.
That's the person in charge of the money, and kind of a big deal, especially since Democrats are like socialists nowadays, but whatever, that sucks, but keep going.
Yeah. Our attorney general is going to be Andrew Bailey of the Republican Party at 41,000. Yeah.
I believe that's going to stay the same then.
Yeah. It was very close. I thought Elad was going to win it, but he didn't, which is really good. But so we got all of our districts. Which district are we in? I'm actually want to look at a very specific district because we've had Queen City Watchdog Michael Hasty on the show several times to talk about the school boards and stuff.
It was District 34 or 36, right?
And unfortunately, it does not look like he won this election.
How much did he lose by?
Only 200 votes, it looks
Holy shit, that's ridiculous. That sucks.
That's
these district representative positions are really interesting, especially for anybody that's listening. Steven, it's like an adult, lots of these districts, there's nobody even running like in opposition. So there was like Michael was unopposed by a Democrat running for his district before he decided to nut up and run his campaign. And man, he was close to winning. That's such a shame.
Yeah. Yeah. But Betsy Fogel has taken his place. Actually, I've heard that name before, like several
Yeah,
times.
she sucks. She's a dumbass.
Yeah. Well.
She's cute.
Oh.
She's got that going for her, but
Okay, Jacob.
would.
Look at that Jimmy Neutron forehead. Are you kidding me?
I can't believe who's being
Can't
more
bully her. I
misogynistic?
feel like
You
I'd
saying
be
she's hot or you saying that she's ugly?
saying she's ugly.
Yeah, saying somebody has a Jimmy Neutron forehead saying they're not ugly for sure.
Now, we also had, basically just go to this website, SOSMO, if you want to see which of your districts candidate was going to win, because there's like 200 districts in Missouri, so I'm not going over all of them. However, we did have some constitutional amendments to the Missouri Constitution. Some were approved, some were not. So I'm going to go over those amendments.
Oh, an interesting little tidbit to this all is my mom worked one of the polls in
Oh,
Springfield.
yeah, I saw that.
She did an orientation like a week ago and then worked the polls. I forget where she worked the polls, and I'm not sure that I would say if I did know, but she said it was about 50-50 people voting Republican and Democrat, which is probably has something to do with her polling location, I guess, but really don't like to hear that either.
Yeah, I did hear that. Yeah, I did hear that she was. I saw that on Facebook that she was at a polling place. But our August 6th primaries. Here is our first constitutional amendment, number 1. Shall the Missouri Constitution be amended to allow places where individuals, corporations, organizations, and associations provide child care outside of the child's home to be exempt from property tax? This is intended to make child care more available, which would support the well-being of children, families, the workforce, and society as a whole. Which I voted no on, but
Why'd you vote no on that?
I read it wrong.
Oh.
I thought it said, should we tax child care organizations more? And it's like, no, why?
It's the opposite of that. Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Which it seems like everybody thought that too, because it was, well, it looked like it was all like the no vote outweighed the yes vote. So I guess whatever I did was a good decision.
I mean, I guess. It was,
but I don't know. It's probably because it was
says,
poorly worded and nobody understood what it meant.
Yeah, that's Steven just said that. It is poorly worded. They probably did that shit on purpose.
Yeah. Constitutional Amendment number 4 is, this barely even relates to us, but shall the Missouri Constitution be amended to authorize laws passed before December 31st, 2026 that increase minimum funding for a police force established by a state board of police commissioners to ensure such police force has additional resources to serve its communities. This would authorize a law passed in 2022 increasing required funding by the city of Kansas City for a police department request from 20% of general revenue to 25%, an increase of 38 fucking shit ton of money. Though the city previously provided that level of funding voluntarily, no other state or local government entities estimate costs or savings. I voted yes, and it looks like yes was the winner. We do need to increase the funding of our police force. The police are severely underpaid for the work that they do. Which actually, the way that they worded this one too is weird, because they like explicitly talked about Kansas City, and it's like, why the fuck am I voting for something for Kansas City?
Yeah, the wording was almost worse on that one.
Yeah. But it's good that it passed. If it's only for Kansas City, then it's good that they're getting it. And I'd want them to have it. But
does that kind of conclude our local election news?
I'm wondering what district Seymour is in for any of our Seymour residents.
I do have a mild rant I want to launch into on this thing too.
Yeah. Let me see what district we're in.
I'll just get into it. You can cut me off when you find your district. But I'm on the hallowed grounds of Willard, Missouri right now. there's a pop star who's very famous named Chapel Roan, who I went to school with, and been kind of arguing with people on social media about her recently. Let's see if I can get squashed by a car right now. But she just had the biggest crowd at Lollapalooza of all time, like broke some records, and she sends a little bit of money from every show to the Glow Center. So she like funds everything that we're against. She has drag queens open up for her. And man, it's so annoying how the industrial media like wants to prop up queers from the Midwest. Like I swear the only people that get famous from around here are like part of the LGBTQ community. And it's just like, I don't know, people are like being shitty to me online, acting like I'm just upset about everything and mad about everything. But it's like, I know this girl. She was like, had a good Christian family. And I remember last time I saw her was at the Grant Copland's Beer and Gold. And I was literally teasing her like, oh, don't move out to LA and sell your soul. And it's like, clearly that's what she's done now. She's playing some big festival dressed up like a slutty nun and just doing all this satanic stuff. And she's like part of this TikTok craze, and all these young kids look up to her, and she's just like professing gender confusion and being gay. I don't know. It's like, it's so annoying to me because obviously all these pop stars that act like this suck. But just like having a connection to my hometown with one, and now her becoming this superstar, like, I don't know, it makes the plot of like my life and the culture thicken. I'm just like, why do we have to have a rising star from my hometown that's promoting this agenda when it's like Willard, Missouri is really such an antithesis to to like this LA worldview. Like people in Willard are such normal, like, salt of the
So
earth.
actually, I would like to update everybody. This was a primary on the Senate, so it's I just looked it up. We were totally wrong. So Josh Hawley and Lucas Kuntz, that's going to be the election this year.
Oh man, I will be so upset if Lucas Kuntz beats Josh Hawley. We gotta like help. We gotta help.
Yeah. And then I don't know. I think everything else is still valid because it's going to be. I think the governor and stuff is different. But yeah, except for the senator, obviously that's going to be different, but everything that involves our state is going to be. It's already confirmed. I think that's our governor is going to be Mike. Yeah, that's a little bit of an update for everybody.
Yeah, that's what we got going. I'm gonna try to get a studio going, get back to a more normal show. I know I've been saying it for like months now, but I'm gonna start interviewing people and putting those out as like not live streams. It's gonna happen sooner or later, so look out for that. And what else? I guess that Chapel Run stuff was relevant because she played Lollapalooza, and she shouted out Willard from that stage and was like to her ex from that went to Willard or whatever, like whoever's dating you now should break up with you, which is just like the brattiest, most juvenile shit. I don't know. The whole persona.
She's so brat.
She is, dude. She is. I guess that's a good thing if you're a Democrat, being a brat.
Yeah, that's like a big thing now. But yeah, that's everybody's update on the election that happened recently. Just got about 2 more months until the next one. So September, October, November. Yeah, I'm retarded. Hold on. We got quite a ways. So,
man, I really wish we would have helped Michael with his campaign more. That sucks.
Yeah.
That he lost.
Yeah, 200 votes. That's
so close.
Yeah, I'm hoping he runs again next year and can really squeeze it in.
I was supposed to go help him with door knocking, but it was early in the morning, and I would have had to Uber out there, and my money's getting tight, so I opted not to do it. And now I'm regretting it.
Yeah, shit's getting crazy. but it's all fun, and the show's still up. So,
Yeah.
anyways, have a good night, everybody.
Oh, we might do another show Friday or something. Me and Leighton are gonna get together Friday, so we might come at you from his studio. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Anyways, catch y'all later.
Bye bye.